Daniel in Ontario.
Hi, it's a pleasure to talk to you today.
Hi, nice to talk to you.
Can I just first agree with Tracie? I was diagnosed
No,
with
you
epilepsy
can never
when I
agree
was
with
10 years
Tracie.
old, and nothing could have been more dangerous than someone telling me that the voices I was hearing were a sent from heaven.
Yeah. I agree.
Also, I have a question for you. I was raised Christian, and until 18 months ago, I was a very active one. And prayer used to be a tool that I could support my wife with. She works with the elderly, and she has anxiety. So now when an elderly person she works with passes away, I don't know how to help her when she's grieving or feeling hopeless. I mean, I used to be able to kneel down and to pray with her, but now she knows I'm agnostic. She also knows that my words are empty. How would you say I should help her?
Let me get this straight. You don't believe in God anymore, and your wife knows, well, or you're agnostic, and so you're not sure if you believe. And your wife knows that you're not sure because you've told her, but you're still...
Honesty is key to...
What?
Honesty is key to a good marriage. Am I right?
Yeah,
But
so
you
you have told her, right?
But you said she knows your position.
Yes,
Right.
I've told her.
So, but you're still doing this praying thing, which she knows that you don't believe in and are faking.
No, I'm not doing it because
Okay.
she knows they would be empty.
Okay, I think I agree with that.
Well, I mean, I think we're with you.
I mean,
Is there a
yeah.
problem?
Well, with that tool is now gone.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh, right.
How do I now help support my grieving wife?
You know what I would
without-
do? Why don't you ask her? Why don't you say, look, I understand that we prayed together, and I feel bad, at least for the fact that I'm no longer able to support you in this way. You know, I needed to be honest with you, and I know you understand that. What else can I do? What can I do to help? What can I do to be supportive? What do you need from me that I am able to offer now, you know, considering the situation? And just ask her what she would want you to do.
Because, you know, beyond the religious thing, which admittedly is a very big life-defining thing, there are a lot of activities that individuals who are in relationships just don't want to do together. Even if they started out doing those things together, and maybe it was what they based their initial meeting on. People grow in different directions.
Yeah, and I would hope, though, I would hope that it would mean something to her to hear you saying that although I may not share this with you anymore because I can't, but that doesn't mean that I don't want to be there for you. It doesn't mean I don't want to be supportive. I know that I can't do this, and this was a big deal, but what can I do now? I mean, if this is meant to be for her and to support her, then the most important thing would be finding out what she needs that you reasonably can now offer. And knowing that you're available for that, I think, should be meaningful.
Well, I called looking for methods because I have asked her what can I do, and her answers are be there for me or start believing again.
Well, you can't start believing again, but you can be there for her.
Yeah, no, you can't do that.
Why can't,
one of the things you can do to be there for her is just listen to her, talk about her feelings. Be there. There's an exercise that marriage counselors recommend where you just talk about something that's on your mind for a few minutes and then have the other person repeat back to you what you said to your satisfaction so you know they understand it. And then you take turns doing that, and that way you sort of have a connection with each other, and you don't have to inject your judgment on what the person is feeling. You just have to listen to the other person and show some understanding. That's one thing that might take that place.
In that vein, just saying, would you like to talk about it? I'm here to listen. I would love to know how you feel, and you know what I mean?
All right. Also, I have one last question, and that's my grandmother is sick, and I know eventually her time will come. How will I be able to put up with people telling me that she's in a better place?
I usually just think that, this is them sort of expressing the idea that matches their sort of worldview. A lot of times people just aren't even thinking in terms of, what the other person would think. And believe me, I mean, in a time like that, the person who's grieving obviously is the priority.
Maybe it's just a generic
Right.
thing you're supposed to say,
But,
like, God bless you.
But I also understand that a lot of people, when they're put in the position of trying to comfort someone who's suffered like a substantial loss, are not comfortable. They don't know what to say. And sometimes what people do is they back off and they end up just going away and not being there at all because they don't know what to say and they're so uncomfortable about it. And it seems like what you're describing is people that are trying to be there and they're trying to say something comforting, and maybe they have stumbled over something that's a little bit maybe awkward or inappropriate. But I would say that if you're asking, like, how do I feel okay about it, try to focus on the fact that they're trying to be supportive and they're trying to be helpful, even if it may not be the most appropriate thing to say to someone in your position.
Thank you again, and thank you for taking my call. I really appreciate it.
I hope it helped.
Good luck. Thanks for calling.
Take care.
Bye.